Hi, and great to have you here. Welcome to the section on troubleshooting and references. We are almost at the end of the course. In the previous section, we learned about the main features of Angular 2. In this section, we will look at how we can profile a Dart application, and we will visit some reference websites so that you can learn more about Dart after this course. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with Observatory. In this video, we would learn what Observatory can do for you. After that, we will start our application with Observatory. We will also navigate in the Observatory tool and will explain what you can do with it. Observatory is a tool for profiling and debugging your Dart application. It can determine where an app is spending its time. It will examine allocated memory. With this tool, you can see which lines of code have been executed. You can debug memory leaks with it. A memory leak is a type of resource leak that occurs when a computer program incorrectly manages memory allocations in such a way that memory which is no longer needed is not released. You can also debug memory fragmentation when you get an out-of-memory exception. Whenever we want to use Observatory, we need to start our application with the parameter observe. This will allow us to navigate to localhost 8181. On top of this page, you will find information about the virtual machine. Dart exists out of isolates. In most of the cases, a Dart application will only have one isolate. You will also find all the isolates that have been running. You will find some information about the memory usage with the new heap and old heap. In the debugger screen, you can find all the stack traces that take place. In a stack trace, you can see where an error occurred. At the class hierarchy, you can view all the objects that are in the memory for the moment in the application. Consider, for example, our world class. This is our API, getWorldInfo. To write some debug in the Observatory, we can use the Dart developer package of the SDK. The logging package in pub is an alternative to write something to the console, but it will not be picked up by Observatory. Now, we can put some logging statements in our request handler function. This will write a message to the Observatory logging console whenever we do a call to our API or our web page. Now, when we start our application again, with the observe flag, we can find the logging statements in Observatory. First of all, we need to hit our web API URL in the browser. When we now observe Observatory, you will find your logging statements on the logging page. It is also possible to provide a level in your log so that you can filter accordingly. In CPU Profile page, you can profile how many CPU usage your application is using. It is easy to debug and search for the CPU usage. Also, the percentage of these classes are visible. In this video, we learned how to use the tool Observatory to get more inside our application.